Aurora Italia International Berhad is a company that addresses Plot 21, Medan Bayan Lepas, Taman Perindustrian Bayan Lepas. The top leaders were called as Board of Director are Mr. Mizan bin Mahathir as non-independent and Executive Director as 62. Largest shareholders were named as Aurora Italia Board on 19 February 2019 that not interested in Aurora Italia Group regular operation. One of Aurora Italia CEO founder, a major shareholders and managing director is Datin Wiralim Chingting, a Malaysian aged 52. Since incorporation, he has been a director of Aurora Italia Company. He is Aurora Italia Promote as well. Beginning in April 2017, under the Aurora Italia brand, AISB started designing, producing, marketing and distributing hand-finished and contemporary jewelry made of 18K gold and Murana glass. Next is one of Aurora Italia CEO founder, a major shareholders and non-independent non-executive officer is Dato' Wira Chun Hao, a Malaysian aged 52. On 18 February 2019, he was named to our board. He is our promoter as well. He is Bursa Securities Authorized Representative, dealer and has more than 10 years of stockbroking experience and also experience in the trade gold and precious metals. Aurora Italia Independent Non-Executive Director is Lim Sen Leong, a Malaysian aged 50. On 18 February 2019, he was named to our board. Lim Se Leong began his career as an account executive with King Hua Papers and John Berhad in 1992 after graduating from SIMA. Aurora Italia is one of the leading jewelry distributors in Malaysia in 2019, as it entered into a CEO branding partnership with Swarovski. Aurora Italia market another milestone for the company. This partnership suggests nothing less than the pure confidence that multinational corporation like Swarovski has Aurora Italia's product. Items of much higher quality will be made available to the global consumer through this partnership. Aurora Italia look forward to serving the international market for the next few years. With design from Italy, Aurora Italia is a brand of luxury jewelry that specializes in high purity gold and finished jewelry. This wide variety of charms and accessories are specials made the emphasis every lady beauty and charisma.
Planning is the function of management that involves setting objectives and determining a course of action for achieving those objectives. Planning requires that managers be aware of environmental conditions facing their organization and forecast future conditions. It also requires that managers be good decision makers. Planning is a process consisting of several steps. The process begins with environmental scanning, which simply means the planners must be aware of the critical contingency facing their organization in terms of economic conditions, their competitors, and their customer. Planners must then attempt to forecast future conditions. Test forecast from the basis for planning. Planners must establish objectives with a statement of what needs to be achieved and when. Planners must then identify alternative course of action for achieving objective. After evaluating the various alternatives, planners must make decisions about the best course of action for achieving objective. They must formulate necessary steps and ensure effective implementation of plans. Finally, planners must consistently evaluate the success of their plans and take corrective action when necessary. There are many different types of plan and planning. The first part is strategy planning, involves analyzing competitive opportunity and threat, as well as the strengths and weakness of the organization, and determining how to position the organization to compete effectively in their environment. Strategic planning has a long time frame, often 3 years or more. Strategy planning generally includes the entire organization and includes formulation of objectives. Strategy planning is often based on the organization missions, which is the fundamental reason for existence. An organization top management most often conducts strategy planning. The second part is tactical planning. The tactical planning is intermediate range 1 to 3 years. Planning that is designed to develop relatively concrete the specific means to implement the strategy plan. Middle level manager often engage in tactical planning. Last is operational planning. The operational planning general assumes the existence of organization but or submit goals and objectives and specific ways to achieve them. Operational planning is short range, less than 1 year. Planning that is designed to develop specific action steps and then support the strategies and tactical plans. Okay, thank you.
Next, we go to organizing. Organizing means the process of organizing and allocating or coordinating human and physical resources to perform tasks in order to achieve organizational goals efficiently and effectively. The importance of organizing are distribute human and physical resources efficiently to avoid waste and duplication of functions. The second one is coordination between departments to ensure the smooth running of organizational activities. And the third one is produce a systematic workforce arrangement to achieve organizational goals. Next, we go to organizational design. Organizational design has three. The first one is organization chart. The second one is the form of organizational tenure and its rationale. And the third one is another form of organizational structure. We go to the first organizational design, which is organization chart. Organization chart means among the information that can be depicted in the organization chart is the level of organizational management, line authority, reporting system, division of labor, chain of command and control reach. The second one is the form of organizational tenure and its rationale. The meaning of departing is the way managers group employees. Its rationale. The meaning of departing is the way managers group employees and tasks according to similarities and importance, which involves the arrangement of tasks divided into specific units, divisions, or groups in the organization. We go to the first departmentalization, which is department by function. That is specific work activities according to business functions such as marketing, finance, production, and human resources. The second one is division by division, which is grouping of tasks based on product type, customer group, and marketing area. And the third one is departmentalization according to matrix, which is a mixture of two types of structures, namely functional organizational structure and according to product or project. Now we go to organizing process. The first one, we must start the process with objective determination, and then we go to activity identification, next activity classification, and then we go through grouping of activities, and the last process is distribution of duties, authority, and responsibilities. Now we are at the last part of organizing, which is the concept of organization. There are a lot of concepts of organization, but we just focus on these four concepts and then we go to activity identification, next activity classification, and then we go through grouping of activities, and the last process is distribution of duties, authority, and responsibilities. Now we are at the last part of organizing, which is the concept of organization. There are a lot of concepts of organization, but we just focus on these four concepts of organization, which are authority, responsibility, empowerment, and chain of command. The first one is authority, which means the legitimate power or right of a manager to make decisions and give instructions, take action to carry out duties and responsibilities. The second one is responsibilities, which means the responsibilities of an employee to perform the duties assigned to him by the manager. And the third one is empowerment, means authority, the empowerment and responsibility to employees to think, act and make decisions independently in performing tasks. And the last one of the concept organization is chain of command, which means a clear chain of command and there are no restrictions or barriers in connecting between each employee in the organization with employees at a higher level, that is the manager that exists in the organization chart.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Akira binti Hazri. My metric number 066340. Definition of control: process, list, monitors performance and take action. Important of controlling: enable all activity that have been planned to be implemented properly. Helps to avoid any problems division. Allow the cause of the error or deviation to be identified immediately so that appropriate corrective action can be taken immediately. And lastly, to get feedback. Actually, planning have three levels of management, which is high management, middle management, and lower management. There are two types of control. Number one, internal purpose. It means managers can allow employees to control their own behavior. Number two, external control. It means the manager can control the behavior of the employee. Level of control over the program. The level of control over the program refers to the process of control that takes place at each stage of organization planning. An organization usually has three levels of program control according to different levels of management. It is number one, strategic control, number two, tactical control, and number three, operational control. Strategic control. Performance at the highest management level in the organization. When top management performs strategic control, then they are involved in three important aspects. Control it is monitor the important factor in the environment that can affect the viability of a strategic plan that has been set. Evaluate the impact of strategic plans. Ensure the strategic plan is implemented as expected. Strategic planning involves long-term organization plans, so strategic control also plays the same emphasis. Top managers make long-term controls such as quarterly, semi-annual, or annual reports. Based on such reports, top managers will be able to detect any changes that have occurred and that are likely to occur in the organization environment and subsequently. Important factors in the organization environment need to be monitored well, as any change in the environment can affect the effectiveness of the organization. Top managers also need to assess the extent to which the impact of the strategic plan is carried out, either on the organization or on society as a whole. If the resulting effect is negative, then a corrective action must be taken. Top managers need to ensure that strategic plans are implemented as expected. Tactical control. Middle manager responsible for formulating tactical plans. Tactical control is more focused on evaluating the implementation of tactical plans at the departmental level, monitoring work results periodically and taking corrective action if necessary. Middle manager make more use of medium-term information or report such as weekly or monthly reports. Middle managers are also involved in strategic control in terms of providing information or reports on strategic issue to top management. Middle managers are involved in operational control only in terms of ensuring that the most important operational plan are implemented effectively. When the tactical plan is implemented, middle managers need to monitor the implementation of the plan. Lastly, operational control. Operational control is done by the line manager or supervisor. The line manager controls daily operating and monitors daily work results and takes corrective action if required. Operational control provides feedback to managers or on the extent to which short-term and long-term plans are being implemented effectively.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Janatu Natasha binti Zamri. My metric number is 06683. So today I will present about the leadership. Leadership is the practice of inspiring a community to collaborate for a shared purpose. This will mean that staff and co-workers are guided to fulfill the business expectations in a business atmosphere. Leadership captures the important aspect that people can inspire. Successful leadership is focused on concepts, original and bold, that they behave as the leader desires them to do so. Do you know why effective leadership was very important for making a company successful? It was because leadership is an essential management role that seeks to optimize productivity and accomplish organizational objectives. Indeed, leadership is an important aspect and a central component of good management. As an example that we can take from Aurora International Berhad, they can achieve all great achievements because of effective leadership that has been practiced in the company. For example, although Datuk Wira N.G. Chunhao is their non-executive director, he provides valuable advice and guidance to our board and senior management. It clearly shows that he was a good leader. All of this clearly shows that effective leadership was an important factor in making an organization successful.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The conclusion for this analysis is it is very important for a construction manager to develop good planning, leadership, management skill, and organizational competencies in order to effectively and efficiently meet the challenges of complex 21st century construction industry within the dynamic environment. Implementation and understanding of all management theories is very important for construction manager to be able to deliver project at estimated time within the budgeted cost and specified quality. Organizational management is very important and requires cooperation from all parties. To realize this dream, organization need to keep pace with technological advances and train staff to ensure that goals and objectives can be achieved with the expertise they have. This is because they need exposed and a proper and trained way of working to ensure the want and needs to the organization can be met. An organization that successfully manages knowledge well and perfectly will surely provide the best services to all. Organized planning helps organization to formulate plans and action plans for orderly implementation to achieve organization goals, which will strive to demonstrate the implementation action that are organized, orderly, more systematic, and able to achieve the objective within a given period. Leadership is the most important factor in ensuring efficiency and effectiveness in an organization. A leader is a leader or driver of an organization which integrate all the factors in the organization strategically toward the vision, goal, and objective set. Organizations are constantly changing due to exchange in the external environment. Manufacturing and labor costs are constantly changing, markets are constantly changing, consumer tastes are changing, new goods are constantly emerging, which causes managers to be sensitive to such changes. Managers and staff are constantly changing, new rules are issued, and various other changes that occur in the organization require manager to constantly monitor this change. Organizations take full advantage of good organizational management are better able to be respond quickly to changing markets conditions, offer better services to their customer, and increase their innovation and efficiency. Thank you.